Hello and welcome everyone into the Halloween Part 2 event. We are here in a very, very windswept Gdansk on the coast of Poland. We've just completed, the adventure thing last week was pretty good, 140 odd kilometers walks, let's get that ticked off. But Part 2 brings in all the costume Pokemon, which is awesome. But before that, let's get this damn research breakthrough of most likely disappointment done and dusted. And we'll wrap up Part 1 here. We do have a video from yesterday I've yet to edit, but check that out. Aggron, wonderful, could have been shiny. Part 1 was dismal for myself, literally very few shinies, nothing of note apart from Vulpix, no Sinistea, no nothing. So I'm really hoping that we can chase down the Teddiursa and the NOIBAT today. And we've got Pikachu back in the wild. Research that's new to chase is this. I'll keep it, it's a 93 from Poland. I said Pumpkaboo would come back in Part 2, and it has indeed with its lovely little costume there. It is incredibly windy today. The research we're going to be chasing for the next week is going to be catch 10 Pokemon for either the Pikachu, Froakie, or the Rowlet. The new shinies, the new costumes for Teddiursa and NOIBAT are Evolve 3 Pokemon, which thankfully don't have to evolve a particular type, just catch God knows what. And of course, Spiritomb sticks around and win 3 raids. So, research grind at wild spawn grind. And since we're here in Poland, I do want to drop down the daily adventure Incense and give this a good old sesh today. We've got a few tasks left over. There's a Vulpix. I'm kind of glad to see the back of you. Congrats, Tony, by the way, on your shundo. Let's just say. And the Hisuian Zorua. Unfortunately, I think Zorua are not featured in Part 2, which is a bit of a shame, but they've got to go somewhere. We actually did complete the Halloween pass yesterday. That video will be going up at some point on the channel, but let's see what the research has got in store for us today. Nothing to do with the Halloween event. And this very nice little green building is going to be Evolve 3 Pokemon. Perfect. I've filmed it a lot already, but Gdansk is looking very beautiful, if not incredibly cold. It's like 6 degrees Celsius here. Let's evolve some Spinarak. How was your Halloween Part 1 now that it's wrapped up? Hopefully you're able to get some good shinies along the way. And well, fingers crossed Halloween Part 2 is going to be better for us all. Great place. If you can come here, I'd highly recommend it. It's going to be a NOIBAT. I think, what was it, 285 for the NOIBAT, 569 for the Teddiursa, and of course 453 for Rowlet, 425 for Froakie, and 402 for Pikachu. Still somewhat getting used to the gloves again, but we have 2 Evolve 3, again, wasting time on the evolutions, but at least you only have to do it 3 times, not different ones. And the second quest is going to be another NOIBAT, I think of exactly the same number, but it's really cool to see these coming from the game because these were, or still are, available on the Pokemon Center shop. They're actual designs that were done for Halloween merch. If you want to have a little preview of what might be coming to Pokemon Go for the Christmas or winter event of this year, get on the store now and you can see there's things like a Snowman Goomy, there's Togetic, Pachirisu, and Gardevoir. I think Gardevoir is quite a likely one, and now we might as well check whatever this is going to be. Is the Froakie nowhere near 100%er? Let's get some field research tasks done. As you can see, maybe in the background there. Gdansk. Check. It's the Teddiursa, not the 100%er and not the green gummy bear. Come on. Next one is a bear again. And the final one of the batch of 3 is another bear. They're all hovering around the 550 something mark, but I love these new costumes, honestly. I'm a costume shiny hunter, man. You guys know that if you've been here on the channel for a while. The Pikachu is not shiny. That is a returning costume, I think. I forgot, having reached rank 50, we can also activate our new tea time pose, which I think we might just about go and do. But we've got 2 Evolve 3, one for a Teddiursa that's worse than everything we just got on the previous clip. Don't forget, each of these new costumes already had a community day. I think Teddiursa was November 2022. I remember Newcomb's coming up and getting a shundo of it. And NOIBAT was February 23. But it's nice to get new costume Pokemon, honestly. I absolutely love them, and you can evolve them all the way. Tackleman, shout out, commented on the previous video. Technically, because Ursaluna, you don't just need 3, there is a Blood Moon version of Ursaluna. So you could technically need 4 different Teddiursa shinies if you were going to bother. Teddiursa definitely seems to be more common of the 2, but this one is 548, which is awful. You'll have to bear with me in terms of getting used to these gloves being back on, but let's see what else we got. Just a bunch of Stardust to claim. The plan is just try and walk as much as we can, to be honest. Here we go. Tea time pose with the tea Poltergeist hat on. I think that looks stupendous. Very like Amsterdam, to be honest, with all the canals and everything like that. Good place to walk around. And of course, we can still raid for shiny Sinistea as we fall over. No matter. It is in the wild, and it came a lot off Daily Adventure Incense, so still no pink cup of tea for me. I have checked a lot, and I raided for it a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if that didn't even sparkle this Tony T whole Halloween season, but let's go! It's now available in the wild. We have Spolao for it tomorrow, which I'm very, very down for. And a check for a non-shiny Pikachu. Well, I'm not gonna lie, we've already checked this quest. It was an Evolve 3, and get ready, people, because I sat down on the bench and I was like, I'm gonna sit down and evolve 3 things, and my gloves are playing mishap. Look at that! It's the brand new shiny. It must be shiny boosted in some way. The NOIBAT with the beautiful green sort of minty vibe. I love the shiny, great shiny family, and 281, remember 285, I think was the 100%er. New shiny literally 50 minutes into the event. It's not a shiny dex, of course, but it's a 93er, but it's a 93 shiny NOIBAT, and the fact that we can evolve them straight off, like not having to wait 12 months, that's such a good shiny. Honestly, such a good costume. Thrilled to bits to pick that one up, people. Throw a like on the video if you haven't done so already. Managed to get 2 Spiritomb cells, so now back to that whole thing of doing one thing after the other. We managed to find a Poltergeist raid, still raid locked, still chasing 100, still chasing the not counterfeit version or whatever it's called, the legit version. It does complete, finally, the 2 Spiritomb tasks we've been holding on to all morning. One is not a shiny. Oh my god, I cannot quick catch with these gloves. It's so bad. And check 2 isn't blue, but look at the stops. The stops here, honestly, are really, really good, much like Krakow. Check an owl. We managed to get a couple of evolved tasks done, somehow annoyingly picked up a Spiritomb chip. Before we checked those, we were just in a shop, couldn't whip out the camera, too confined. We checked a catch 10 Pokemon, and we got the second green shiny, second shiny of today. The Rowlet, previously available last year. We've got plenty of them, but 441, unfortunately, not quite up there with the 453 for the hundo. Really cool shiny. We played that Com Day in Nottingham, I think, with Ian. Good fond memories. Now we've got a Polish owl, which is 87% or something like that, but that's all good. Now we've got those done, let's check these other 2 for a Teddiursa, and this one for another NOIBAT that's not a hundo or a shiny, even close. Back towards the river with that pirate ship. Try and get on that movie tomorrow. There's a fellow 24-hour grinder who's rocking and rolling right now. Tony TM has brought me the Tony T. We've got the shiny Sinistea, peeps. Let's go. It came from a raid. It's 618, so it's just terrible. But hey, dude, thank you so much for the invite. Fantastic little shiny. Let's get it caught before the game decides to kick me out and delete the app itself, or God knows what happens these days. Appreciate it, and go and check out his 24-hour sessions. They're absolutely insane, just like mine. Shiny Pokédex. I really didn't expect to see that today. Awesome. We just need a part 2 to kick into gear. It's a phony one, which is absolutely fine, but you can see, stat-wise, it's all right. We caught it here in Poland, all the way from Orlando in Florida. Dude, thank you so much for the shiny. That's epic. And it was just to complete a task. Spiritomb, not the shiny one. Let's get this one done for the Teddiursa that's not shiny. Ah, that's fantastic. Come on, shiny Sinistea. Throw a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already on the channel. I say this every time we travel to some city in Europe, but they have insane stop density, like really, really good stuff, much better compared to places in the UK. So maybe a field research day would be a good idea to come back here for. But 3 evolved 3s, 1 is not the shiny Teddiursa, so obviously saw we got a 96er. Let's pray for a hundo, or, that's not a green NOIBAT, 279 isn't too bad, and the 3rd of the batch. Oh yes, come on, it's the green teddy bear. That, oh, it's such a good shiny. I'm not going to go on Razzer. Let's go. 554 is not particularly good, but background with everything, the pumpkins in the background, the hat on the green bear, purple and green together looks absolutely awesome. That is like the epitome of Halloween. So they're definitely boosted through quests, I would say. They may be boosted in the wild, but we've had all our shinies through field research today, or through raids. There you go. It's a 3-star, it's a 13, 12, 15. But that's a Polish bear and a Polish bat and a Polish owl and technically a Floridian cup of tea, which doesn't quite make sense. 2 catch 10s, easy. You can see the Lion of Gdansk up there. Quite a large sculpture on the side of the shopping centre. But over here we've got some quests. One next to a medium muddy canal. 3 catch 10s. One's a Froakie, a 414. So at the moment, Froakie is kind of like the only costume thing from Quest that we haven't had as shiny. Is it going to change? It's not going to change. 392, that is awful. And this is another one for, it's a Pikachu this time at 390. Actually, don't know if I have that shiny Pikachu costume. Good stops, good spawns. Whatever that is, behind us. Look, there. Whatever that is. I don't want to risk losing the sparkles on this one. Our second shiny Rowlet is a green bird that's come off of Incense, a proper green Incense. Okay, I didn't actually press AR mode, thank you very much. Now we've got the sparkles anyway. I tapped the bottom left of the phone, not the top right. Anywho, let's get that caught, because Incense spawn, obviously any IV is possible, but it does allow me to say, if you haven't done so already, episode 246 of the Incensed podcast with Mark, Ian and myself dropped yesterday or on Sunday. Drop it a download, any podcast platform. It's a 2-star, but it's actually a wild one, which is really nice to see. 2045 on the checks. 246 is a good laugh. Definitely go and drop it a download. And of course, it's available 245, 2045. A bit confusing with the numbers. It's 2045 and we're talking about 246 on the podcast. But you can download it on YouTube, on the podcast channel, and any podcast platform you so listen to. But let's just keep checking those research tasks. Let's see, or what we get. A NOIBAT 269. That's that classic car thing. I haven't shown you guys in this video yet, but the way they do these tour things is like comical cars. You go around and you can observe the sights. It's a toss-up between that and a pirate ship. Anywho, check 2 is another bear. We've got ourselves a Drifblim raid, which is actually one of the OG Halloween costumes from way back 2021. I remember raiding for this and seeing JT Valor way back then getting the shiny of it at Liverpool Safari Zone, and I have never had the shiny. I've raided for it every single year. I think it was in quests at one point as well. It would be really nice to pick it up, but sadly no, in 1663. But actually one of my preferred costumes. I really like this one, and the fact that it keeps coming back every year, fantastic. But it would be really nice, Pokemon Go people, Niantic, could you please bring back Sableye with the Litwick hat? That was available in 2020 and never came back. What we are still chasing is that one, and finding if there's any quests. But I have 3 Spiritomb tasks and no raids. We just burnt our final remote pass as it's starting to properly rain, which is problematic for the camera. I genuinely don't know if me just cleaning the camera made it worse or better, but hopefully the latter. Let's check this Sinistea raid. It's not pink again, but I think it's one of the best ones we've had. It's a phony 635 Sinistea, as you can see there, but it does mean we can do 3 Spiritomb tasks. 1 is not shiny and not a hundo. Check. Is not shiny and 69. And this one is not blue and it's just awful as well. Please let us find some decent evolving tasks, maybe around the Metal Fiddler. Stop fiddling with yourself. Of course, I've just picked up a win 3 raids. Brilliant. I don't want to risk this spawn. I was just starting to walk back towards the apartment, and oh my god, it's a freaking wild Sinistea shiny. That makes it 2. 1 boosted from raids, but 274 is from the wild spawns. Freaking awesome. It's another attempt to see if it's going to be an antique shiny. Ah, sick. Honestly, I just need to come to Poland and play. 3 times more shinies than we've had in part 1. It's a 0-starer, but I think it is the phony one, and 312 checks on that one. But what I wanted to check was that Pikachu, not shiny on that front.
It's Cyndaquil.
It's Cyndaquil for you. Oh, sorry, a bit of nuisance. My fiance got a Cyndaquil off for Incense, that's it. Before we wrap up for today's video, a big thank you, as always, to every single person who's part of the awesome Patreon squad who take their support of this channel and the content here created on it to the next level. We wouldn't be doing the content, the crazy grinds, the 24-hour challenges, the travel for the live events, and so much more were it not for all of that extra support. It really does make a huge difference. It makes me go the extra mile and everything else. So I really appreciate every single one of you on the list there. And thank you to each and every one of you who've hit that subscribe button over the last over 6 years at this point. And as you can see now, we're back at our apartment where it's actually been raining a bit more heavily, and sunset was a good hour and a half ago. That's the time zone change and everything like that for you. But looking, today's shiny luck was insane, absolutely insane. And let me know how part 2 of day 1 has been for you guys over wherever you are playing. 6 shinies, 2 Sinistea, 1 from a raid, I still need to name it Tony TM, 1 from the wild, a Rowlet from a quest, and 1 from Incense, and then both of the new shiny costumes from field research. So honestly, go chasing those research tasks. That would be my best recommendation for this part 2 of the Halloween event. And definitely get out there this weekend, because you do have G-Max Garbodor from 2 to 5 on November the 1st, but other than that, it's an open book. And don't forget, you've got extra candy bonuses and transfer bonuses for October the 31st itself, Halloween on Friday, which is going to be lovely to say the least. But we may not have a video out on Tuesday or Wednesday because of travel and everything like that, but I'm definitely going to be out there grinding as well, because we're making serious progress on the kilometers. Not many more to go, thankfully, but I do think it's going to be a push to get to level 74 completion on the Wednesday evening. Fingers crossed before we leave Poland. But I will say, if you enjoyed what you saw here, you like the shiny hunt, you like the travel, you like the B-roll, and anything else in between, you like the Pokemon Go content, hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget, there's plenty of other stuff you can check out when we were last in Poland, when we had the Tauros, the Paladin Tauros event, or maybe when Shiny Drillbur was first released. Every time I come to Poland, we have some serious good fortune. Maybe we have to come here a bit more often, but I will say, until the next time, peeps, do take care.